Alright folks, my name is Freyn and welcome to another mod spotlight. Today I'm going to be taking a look at cyrusCreates Jumping Spider by cyrusCreates, which, as the name suggests, adds a jumping spider into ARK. Now, for those of you familiar with the creature votes from last year, this is not the Maevia Eureka. This is, as far as I can tell, made completely independently by Cyrus, and while they will obviously have some crossover as they are, of course, both jumping spiders, most of the ability set here is a bit different. Now though, I think that's just about enough intro, don't you? Let's dive right in. Now the mod description doesn't list where the spiders can be found, but so far I am assuming it is only Scorched Earth. I've done around 15 resets of my island map so far, and using the list dinos command in the console, not a single spider has spawned there, so I am assuming it is only on Scorched. As for where specifically on Scorched they can spawn, well, I've had a bit of a fly around already, and I've only found them in two places. One is right at the bottom of the Wyvern Trench, so, not the best place to be trying to tame something, and the other is out here in the dunes, and of course the dunes are quite a large area to scour. Now I'm not just looking for one to tame right now, I'm actually also looking for some to kill, because the taming process requires two new items. The first of these is its food item, which is something called mashed insects. It requires some chitin, flowers, and meat. And the second is an iridescent chitin shield, which, as the name implies, requires some iridescent chitin. And that only comes from harvesting the spiders themselves. Now, on top of looking for ideally low levels to kill off and get my chitin, it lists that the male and female have two separate taming methods, with getting the male requiring a female first. So ideally I'm looking for specifically high-level females as well. Onto the abilities, it does mention the males have some sort of courtship dance they can do, but in the taming section it does specifically say use a female to get the male. So that's what I'm going with. I'm looking for a female. And well, the dunes are a large and desolate place. Not really finding too much of anything. Lots of Arthros. I mean, they drop chitin, but it's not the type of chitin I need. That does look like a spider there, though. We've got three spiders and a superheat. Wonderful timing. You are a female 145. That is fantastic. We definitely want to leave that one live. That's a level 20 female. The level 20 male. Okay, so we'll just get rid of these two. Shouldn't be too difficult. Shotgun should make fairly quick work of it. There we go. Where's my hatchet? There we go. You see, I've already got some. 7 from the last spider. Not a lot. Another 5 there. And where did your friend go? Yeah, we don't seem to get a crazy amount, and I need 90 to make a shield. They're very vivid colours on them though. It's quite bright green. I shouldn't have event colours on, so this should just be its natural colouring. But 11, that's much better, yeah. Hopefully everyone else gives me that much and I can get the shield quite quick. For now, we've got our high-level female found. Just need to remember where that is. And go hunt some more. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of spiders myself, but I cannot deny that there is a lot of effort put into that model. And those animations, it almost feels a shame to shoot it. Even just the little death collapse there. No, Vulture, this is mine. Shoot. Go on, go on. My chitin. I need 5. No. And that should be enough. Yep, that'll do. It's become quite clear that you should probably clear the area before you kill your spider, because I've lost several of them to mantis and vultures. But now we just need to make our shield in the smithy, get our bugs, and then let's tame. Okay, is that the right one? 1.5 female, that's our lady, yes. Area looks reasonably clear. There's an Arthro just a bit off to the left, but I think I should be alright. I've got my smashed bugs in my hotbar, and I've got my shield. So, what we should have to do, raise the shield up, approach carefully. The shield should prevent us from getting aggro, and then it should be a passive tame. There we go. Mashed insect, 19%. Okay. I'm on 2 times taming, I think. So this would normally be 11 feeds, I think, for this one. There is one other food listed on the mod page, which is gecko tail, but that is from another of Cyrus mods. We don't have that here, so mashed insects is our chosen food. I'm curious if anything else works. Well, this is what the instructions say is its preferred food type, so certainly the one you should try and use. I am curious what will happen if I lower my shield, though. As it's needed to get close enough to feed, but maybe cactus broth or bug repellent would allow me to do the same thing? And what does it do to the taming? Is it like a shadow main, and if it sees me, it's over, you know? Oh god, I'm gonna try. Yoo-hoo! Look, look, no shield! Woo! You can see my face and everything! Nope, doesn't care. I am wearing ghillie, but that shouldn't be this big of an effect. Maybe it's just holding the shield. Maybe I don't actually have to have it up. Maybe it's just holding it in my hand. Let's take that off. Yeah. No, you just... Oh, no, 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 there we go. Right, so I've just got to be holding the shield. I don't need to hold it up. I've just got to hold it. But it will aggro. Okay, good to know. And it hasn't reset the taming, so I've just got to put my shield back on, drop aggro, and then we can pick up where we left off. So what about meat? Will you take meat? Yes, but that was only 0.8%, so not only did that just take me a feed out of it without giving me really any benefit at all, but it's completely tanked the taming effectiveness. Look at that, we've lost 4 levels. There's another one. And yes. Right. That has taken quite a while. There is a big gap between feeds, and throwing that bit of raw meat in there in the middle did not help. There we are. We don't need a saddle to ride it. Okay. Well, I'll have a proper look through its abilities in a little bit. For now, I want to find a male, because to tame the male, we need the female. So it's back on the hunt. I think I'll take the moth, though, because this is not very quick. Alright, so this is a pretty bad level, but we're just here to test the pheromones. There we go, it does a little dance, and I can get off and feed it. Okay, so we should have about 10 seconds after we release the pheromones. I thought there might be a bit more to it. Maybe there's going to be a little interaction with the other spider, but this seems to be how you get the male. You park your female next to it, you release your pheromones, it responds, and while it's doing that, you try and feed it, except for the fact, obviously, it's not hungry. But that's how you tame the male. You must have the female to do it. Pretty straightforward, though. I think now it's time to go and look at what we can do. Alright, so let's have a look at our fluffy little friend, shall we? I mean, aside from being a very well-made model and some nice fluid animations, what can she do? Well, stat-wise, we're just over 3,500 health, around 2k stamina. I've already put a point into this. That went up about 200, so a decent amount per level there. Pretty low on the weight, you know, not really expecting that to be quite high. And melee, 341%, but 341% of what? As for abilities, we can enable Pounce, which seems to toggle that little icon down there. Well, guess we're going to have to find a creature to test that one on. Toggle Bite type, which it says is disabled, perhaps sort of coming in a future update there. We can release pheromones, which is what we used to get the male. That's that red cloud. We can toggle climbing. Obviously, we're not climbing anything right now, though. We can melee. And then we can leap, which is obviously going to be the first thing we're going to use. Does it take fall damage? Probably should have tested that first. Ah, we've got a backup, haven't we? So let's go. Go on. Oh my god, that is... It just keeps going. What? That is ridiculous. Wow. Okay. I mean, it's not the quickest to run around, so I suppose it needs the leap to have any form of mobility. But that is nuts. And it's got no cooldown as well. Just as soon as we land, we can jump again. So that turns this from being an incredibly slow creature to perhaps one of the most mobile. Wow. Alright, climbing. That's right, the canyons. Let's just turn that on. I'm assuming it's going to be just like the Megalania and Rock Drake. Yes, we are upside down. Never was the biggest fan of climbing with things in this game because of the way it moves your camera. No, that seems to work pretty well. No issues at all. Nice and smooth. Again, similar to the Megalania, it does sort of just follow your camera aim a little bit and gets a bit awkward if you're in third person, but I think that should be alright. Now, let's enable that pounce. And find something to pounce on. Not jug bug. Oh, never mind. No, we got the jug bug. Okay. Which has made it flash. So some. Is he just magnetized to jug bugs? There's a Jerboa there. I want something bigger. Morellatops. Can we get Morellatops? Slightly overshot. Okay. Anki? So, low power. Yep, there we are. It's pinned. I'm not quite sure what the flashing's about, but only 41 damage. So, not really a combat tame. Oh, okay. It's unpinned. Doesn't last very long. It's long enough to build a quick trap around it, maybe something like that. I wonder what's our upper limit. Can we pin a Morellatops? There's no crosshair for this. You've just kind of got to judge it. Obviously, it's something I'm not amazing at doing. Really not amazing at doing. I'm just going to assume we can't pin the Morellatops. What about the Roo? Can I pin a Roo? Yes, we can pin a Roo. Only level 10. Can we kill it before it gets out? No, we can knock it out though. And what on earth happened to his head? I'm sorry, what was that? Okay, so we have Torpor in the bite though. I'm assuming when the bite type comes, maybe we'll have a more damaging one, perhaps a bleed or a slow or something like that in addition to the Torpor. But yeah, we've tested the climbing, we've tested the leap. Can we leap while climbing though? Or can we climb while leaping? Let's go over here and see if we can get onto this. You seem to have a tiny bit of control while in the air, actually. Let's leap at that rock face and climb. Yes, we can actually jump onto a surface. That's nice. Can we jump off a surface? So, just scuttling up the wall. Let's go back over there. 3, 2, 1. Yes, we can. Okay. I think this thing's pretty fun, honestly. I mean, again, not an amazing combat. Got it from a mile away. Not an amazing combat tame. It doesn't do much damage at all, but it's incredibly mobile, and it's just good fun. And at the end of the day, that's what you want from a mod. It's not all powerful. It's not going to utterly dominate for you and kill everything with no effort. It's not so mobile that it's going to completely replace all the other mobility tames like the Roo or the Wyvern or anything. It's just well balanced and fun. And at the end of the day, that's all you want. And on that note, I'm going to leave it there. So thank you all very much for watching. Are there any other creature mods out there you've seen that you'd like me to have a look at? Let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.